Hey there. Today is Thursday, August 22nd. Is it going live? The countdown is not. There we go. Okay, so thank you for being here. I'm going to read an excerpt from the book of Awakening, subtitle Having the Life You Want by Being Present to the Life You Have by Mark Nepo. And hi, Jack. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming back. I saw you right when I had to restart earlier. So this is one of those books that has an excerpt for every day of the year. And I'm actually going to read an excerpt that is not for today's date. I'm going to read the excerpt that is for August 12th. It happens to be what I opened up to, and it seems very fitting. So that's what I'm going to read. So August 12th, it's titled, To Live Out Loud. Early on, we know enough to cry and sound our way into the world. This is the primary purpose of voicing ourselves. Whatever comes out becomes a lifeline, a vein of expression by which we affirm again and again that we are vital, a quickening part of all the majesty and variety of life. But soon, perhaps in school or at home, or when first venturing after a sense of love we somehow think is not within us, too soon we start believing that we cry and sound in order to be heard. And everything changes. Then we become anxious to be received, to be accepted and approved. But imagine if birds only sang when heard, if musicians only played when approved of, if poets only spoke when understood. There have been many times I've struggled through the expectation and disapproval of others to re-find my voice and rejoice as a living piece of things. Certainly, there is a particular joy and nourishment in being heard. But I have come to realize that sounding my way into the world to express who I am must always come first. Since wanting to be thought well of never goes away, I always have to keep the reactions of others at bay long enough for my voice to make it to the light. I must tell you of an old man I know who came here from Italy. He's spent his life working as a plumber. He is a good, sweet man, and when he laughs, which is often, he cries. No matter who's around or whether or not anyone even understands. He keeps his pipes clean. He lives out loud. Unknowingly, he has shown me how to love the world. And then he's got 4 bullet points underneath this, kind of like tips. So the first one is, go outside if you can and listen to the birds. Hear the clearness of their song. The second one, note how there seems to be nothing between their impulse to sing and what they sing. The third one, as you breathe, note what you are feeling and note whatever hesitation keeps you from sounding it out loud. This is a human malady. And the fourth one, work on removing your human hesitation. As you inhale, feel what rises in you. At the top of your breath, blink the mind shut like an eye. As you exhale, let the feeling sound from you, no matter how softly. And so that's the end of that section. And what I thought was really interesting is as I was reading this earlier, and of course, randomly opened up to this section, one of my neighbors has a baby, and the baby was just screaming at the top of its lungs. And I don't know, I thought that was a really good metaphor. I just wanted to share. Did you like that, Jack? I think it's amazing too. And I think it's really good. I think a lot of us can attest to the desire to be seen and heard. That's certainly what I feel is part of what I contribute to supporting people with, is helping people to feel seen and heard, whether it be through coaching, through the groups that I put together, whether it be through the interviews that I do in my podcast, Every Day is a New Day. So we all know what that's like and what it's like to not feel seen and heard, right? And yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, the reading that I did was very short, but it was from Brene Brown about true belonging and about how, there can be this inclination to want to fit in, which means you're actually, I don't recall exactly her definition of it now, but which it basically means if we're trying to fit in, then we're not fully being ourselves. So to some degree, we're actually stifling ourselves, right? And silencing ourselves in some way to be seen. And it's kind of interesting how it's like, those don't actually those aren't aligned, right? Like we just know that's not aligned. To really be seen, well, then you need to really be you. how is it worth being seen if you're not even being seen as who you actually are, right? So I just thought this was really awesome. And then having the baby cry out loud, for minutes while I was reading this to myself, was just like another one of those metaphors. Like, what did he say? Imagine if birds only sang when heard. Imagine if babies only cried when they were told that it's okay to cry. Right? We're not going to do that. Like, babies are going to cry because they need to cry. They need some sort of attention for whatever reason. So, and that's their way to communicate that, unless you've got a parent that's already teaching them sign language or something like that at a super early age, right? Which I think is super cool, by the way. But anyway, so this is a really neat book. And this was actually a book that was gifted to me a few years ago by my best friend. And it's so interesting because I didn't even realize at the time that it was one of those books that had passages for every day of the year. So, and I haven't gone through this book all that much. So I actually love that I'm getting to experiment a little more myself now. So let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards for, today's reading. But Jack, if you would like me to pull a card for you, then let me know in the comments down below. And anybody else who is watching, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, just let me know, and I'd be happy to. I'll look for that. Yeah, definitely. And you know what, Jack? This is so it's a little odd shaped, and it's a thick book. It's a good size book. Anyway, okay. And I see your yes. So let's go ahead and pull some cards for the reading first, and I'm gonna start with the Psychic Tarot deck. I love the messages on this deck. So let's see what comes from here. How are you doing today, Jack? Anything interesting happening in your world? Okay, let me do actually one. I'll do two. I'll do two of the here. One and two. Good. Good. I'm glad your day is going well. Okay, what is the message that wants to come through for everyone who views today's video? When I sit in this chair, they have a tendency to literally fly. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I see. I see. Okay, so there are 4 cards on the ground. 3 of them I can see a little bit of. So there is sacral chakra, base chakra, and triumph. So base chakra is your root chakra, your first chakra. It correlates with the color red, grounding, a sense of feeling safe, or if you're not feeling safe, then you may be experiencing fear. And this is just general to go with, the reading that we had today. And then the sacral chakra is the one right up from that. So the second chakra correlates to the color orange and about creativity and being expressed. There we go. Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm getting it. Okay. And then triumph. So we were talking all about being heard, right? Allowing yourself to be heard, reducing the hesitation. Okay. So so perfect. I'm sorry. So perfect. Okay. So all about, again, making sure you're in alignment. What can we do is to clear out the fear or the hesitation, the resistance to allowing our natural self to be heard, right? And so connecting with the color red, doing some grounding exercises, even as the book said, I think it said something like, don't hesitate. It was kind of implying, just act, right? Just allow yourself to if you're feeling the impulse to be expressed, then just go with it, right? Don't stop yourself. And then sacral chakra, allowing yourself to be expressed. So allow yourself to feel safe and confident and rooted, and then be expressed, and you'll have the triumph. Awesome. Let me see if there's just anything else that wanted to come out that will hopefully land right here. Let's see if there, oh yes, I think there is. What was this one? Aw, hope. Hope, absolutely. And so the other thing that I'm getting from this is that, so there's tons of yellow in here. Even though this isn't referring to a chakra, you've got, I mean, this to me is speaking all about then your third chakra, which is your power center, your solar plexus. And, when you feel safe and you allow yourself to be in that essence of you, you can, it's like you're tapping into your power more. And to me, this is saying that there is always hope. And you can also look at this as, nature is very, very supportive of us as humans. And, I'm just thinking, even just spending time outside and allowing yourself to absorb the sun, that the real you shines as brightly as the sun. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, so that's a confirmation. The real you shines as brightly as the sun. And there's always hope, right? The sun is not going to stop shining. The sun will always be there. There's always, always hope. It's always darkest before the next dawn. The sun will always rise again. So no matter whatever fear state or hesitation, no matter fear state or hesitation you may have, that there's always hope that you can move beyond that. And I see it as an active process too. So it's not a passive process. Well, I'm just going to hope, that it will get better. It's like, what can you do to get yourself to that place where you can feel safer and more confident and get to the excited place of allowing yourself to be expressed. So anyway, and then hello, that it sounded like a train, but I think it was probably more like a truck. Huge confirmation, huge confirmation. Let me see what you wrote, Jack. Great, good to see you here again as well. And matches your color personality. Awesome. Well, okay, so that was from that deck. Let's see what other cards. Oh, and now I'm feeling like I need to cough. Let's get, let's go ahead and get a self-care card. Let's get a self-care card. Let's see if any messages want to come through about. Light shuffling. Okay, what message wants to come through for everybody who views today's video? And land right here where I can touch it. Oh, come on. Okay, so that card's so the back side of that card, I can see part of it. It says, practice present moment awareness. And this book, Having the Life You Want by Being Present to the Life You Have. So think about that. So I think it took me a while to really grasp how valuable accepting the present moment is. Even though there may be this awareness that, gosh, I don't like what is, I don't like what's in my present, but we are our most powerful in the present moment. We are creating from the present moment. So if we are, hating the present moment and only thinking about the future, then we're actually just generating more of what we don't like for our future, right? So if we can find something to love, there's always, and I know you know this, Jack, right? There's always something to be grateful for and appreciative for. So regardless of the circumstances, what can you be grateful for? And in this moment, be grateful for it as you are creating what's coming next. So that's that huge value of making you laugh. Well, I'm glad you're laughing. Yeah, and you know what? Okay, this was just on the top here. Power. Let's see what power says. Okay. Own your power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. Absolutely. Everything that we don't want, that is awful, that is unpleasant, uncomfortable, provides not only a level of discomfort, but has so much within it to teach us that it's our job to extract those lessons and go, okay, what is this teaching me? What is here for me to learn? And utilize that to move forward. Like it's a stepping stone. And it's our job to view it that way and actually help ourselves be uplifted from it, right? So every storm brings a fresh new beginning. Own your power. Own your power. Own your voice. Own your voice. When I was reading that earlier too, I was thinking about the phrase, think before you speak, right? And that absolutely has value. So this isn't saying don't think before you speak. However, if you're in such a habit of maybe, analysis paralysis, overthinking, and not from a space of, I guess anytime you are thinking before you speak, you're trying to be, cautious or in alignment to some degree. But everything, and Jack, I know you know this too, everything has two polarities, right? We can not think at all before we speak, and we can completely overthink before we speak. And both can have effects that don't serve us. So this is really about, if you're in the space of not using your voice at all, then it might be time to let's turn that thinking switch off for a little bit, just to actually get the act of speaking out there. And then we can start to work with that and integrate a sense of, added awareness and thinking and feeling confident and easy as we move into it. Way overthinking. Jack, is that something that you do at times? Is that what you're saying? I know I do. I can totally overthink things. Oh my goodness. That's been one of my lessons to learn in life, for sure. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I hear you. I think, you know what, Jack, let's go ahead and pull you a card now. So let's go ahead and pull a card. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull an angel card. I'm gonna pull an angel card for you, Jack. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle once. Here we go. Okay, what's the message that wants to come through for Jack? Let's let the card land right here. There might be two. Okay. First one is, and yes, one fell on the ground, but I don't think that's the one. First one is, notice the signs. Notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. The other card that I think is a second message. Look at this. Have confidence. Have confidence. It says, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. Oh, I love that. So, Jack, I'm going to go ahead and read the book on Notice the Signs. And let's get an extended message for this. Notice this. Oh, well, and I just happened to open up to go for it. So, Jack, if there's something on your mind that you're wanting to do, it sounds like that may... there's a message about doing it coming through. Okay, notice the signs. Loved it? Good, I'm glad. Okay, notice the signs. The angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs may include feathers, coins, butterflies, birds, or other repetitive visions that make you think of the angels who have deliberately sent you these signs to let you know that they're nearby, protecting, loving, and guiding you. Additional meanings for this card: your departed loved ones in heaven are saying hello, I love you. Notice and believe in the repetitive signs you receive as validation that you're on the right path. Have faith and follow the signs that are guiding you to your heart's desire. And, I'll go ahead and read have confidence as well. Let's see what have confidence is. It's pretty self-explanatory, but let's see what else. This card is a message from your angels saying, you can do it. Trust that you have all the ingredients it takes to complete the mission that's before you. Although you may not completely understand how you'll fulfill this task, have faith that you'll be continually guided. The more you can depersonalize this mission and know that it's not about you, the better. Don't listen to the voice that asks, who, me? You are utterly worthy, since you're a perfect daughter or son of the Creator, and the angels surround you every step of the way. Additional meanings for this card: stay in the moment and focus on one step at a time. Give all worries or concerns to God and the angels. Ask the angels to increase your faith. Trust that God's love and wisdom are working through you. So, yeah, I want to touch on something. So the part that says, the more you can depersonalize this mission and know that it's not about you, the better. I have had such a new, deeper understanding of that myself. And I think a lot of times, if you've ever been told that phrase before, it's not about you. Stop thinking like it's about you. It comes across like in that attitude-ish way, right? As if, who are we to think about ourselves? And I might be actually getting off track a little bit here, but somewhere in there, and if we have this habit of overanalyzing and, all that, overthinking things, and it's easy to get really caught up in your head. And even if you're trying to do something that is coming from a place of wanting to be of service to others, it can still be, easy to kind of get trapped into this place of like being all in your head about it. And when we can get to the place where we remember that, oh, that's right, I'm actually wanting to be in service to others for them. It's not about me, and it's not about me. It's not about, and I'm speaking in general, Jack, so I don't know to what degree this speaks to you, and I haven't looked at your comment yet. I just want to finish this thought. For anybody else who sees this, if this resonates with them too, that, what was I saying? That if we can adopt that belief and that awareness, that your desire to be of service to others isn't about you, and the mere fact that you have the desire to be of service is evidence right there that you have enough to be of service. And it may be in service in the way that you are envisioning it, but it may be an act of service that you don't even know other people's are receiving or benefiting from as you do your thing, right? As you speak your voice, as you share your gift, whatever it is that you do. And so when we can get into that space of going, oh, that's right. The more that I'm in my head, the less time is being spent being of service. And is that allowing me to be on purpose, or is that taking me off purpose, right? And that's a personal decision for everybody. To me, we're all so complex. It's never as simple as one person can make it. And I'm certainly not in your head, Jack. I'm speaking from my own experiences has come up recently. So if any of that resonates, it's like truck beeping city outside right now. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. And how about I pull one more card? How's that sound? I'll pull one more card. I thought there was another thought there, but I'll leave it at that. Let's pull a postcard from Spirit. And with that, another reminder that we're not alone, ever. And to me, everything serves a purpose. Everything. So for anybody watching this, if that whole, concept of, it's not about me, is resonating, like, be mindful of not falling into the space of now, like, shaming or blaming yourself because you've been in that space of like being caught up in your head. Like, that doesn't do any good either. So to me, I really think that if you're on the path of wanting to be of service and give to others and shine your light, right? Maybe it's just you're a singer and you want to share your voice in that way. I think there's always a huge personal journey that comes first anyway. So, that whole state of having analysis paralysis, overthinking, whatever it may be, like that serves a purpose too. So just want to say that. Okay, let's see what postcard from Spirit wants to come out. I'm feeling a little low energy myself today, Jack, so I don't know how much it shows or if it shows, but just felt like saying that. What card wants to come through for Jack right now? What message is there for Jack? And what's the card? Okay, I'm going to get the card. Hang tight. I'm in a tight spot. Okay, so the card that came out, postcard from Spirit, is, okay, on the front of it, there is a unicorn, and it says, "You are magic." And the back of it says, "Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever." How fitting is that, right? Oh my gosh, for this whole, I know this is for you, Jack, but this is just, I'm seeing total alignment with the previous reading. So there was a part I wanted to reread. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants. And know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. And when you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities, and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. So know that your purpose is yours alone. Inherent within that is, I think it's really key to have the understanding that may mean other people don't understand why you do what you do. Or why you want to do what you do. They may not even see the value in it because maybe it's not for them. And maybe it is in some roundabout way. So I really feel like that's a big part of anybody who's feeling a sense of, gosh, I'm a little different. And I really want to do this or that thing, but other people don't get me and I'm not supported and all of that. It doesn't mean don't do it. It means, absolutely do it, because that is supposed to come through you. Anyway, so I am going to end it there. And thank you so much for being here, Jack. If anybody else is here and sees this video, please do go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that as well. That, that just helps YouTube know that people are enjoying what I'm putting out there, and it helps me. So I appreciate that. And I'm doing this every day this month. So I guess we've got about 9 more days left. And but I love it so much. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do it beyond August. But Jack, it was awesome to have you here today. So thank you. Thank you for being patient with the cards falling on the ground. And you love it? Good. Well, good. I'm glad. I do too. I'm actually considering doing one on Facebook tonight. It might be a bit late though. We'll see. I'll just have to see. But I was kind of thinking about that earlier. There's something I just want to share, and Facebook feels the right place for that. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. To Jack and everybody else who views this video, thank you for being here. And if you're looking for a place to feel more support, I do have some links down below in the description of this video you can check out. And I may need to refresh one of those links, but there's more information there. And just reach out. Let me know if you're looking for additional support. Okay, I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.